And welcome back to the Grace Yourself podcast, where the grass is always greener. My name's Grace, and it's lovely for you to be joining me today. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about my recent obsessions. So let's just get into it. My first obsession is lemon water. Now, growing up and going to places, if I ordered water, I would get a lemon. However, I never put that lemon in my water. I would eat it. And I've always really enjoyed eating lemons. I've enjoyed lemonade, but I hated lemon water. I didn't think it made it taste good. I didn't like it. Until recently, when I realized that I think my issue was I wasn't putting enough lemon in the water. I I would only put like one thing, like one little slice, like from the slices a restaurant gives you. Now, I'm putting in like a whole lemon and it tastes amazing. One of my roommates has a lemon juicer squeezer thing that I use. Shout out to her. And oh my goodness, it's been a lifesaver. I love lemon water. I it's I've been drinking it maybe every other day. It's amazing. And I am just, dare I say, obsessed? Yes, I do. Truly amazing. And it's funny because I do look back and remember how disgusting I thought it was. And now I can say with confidence, I think it was only because I didn't put enough lemon in it. Because there wasn't ever a point in time I didn't like lemons. Even like as a baby, I feel like I liked lemons. I've always eaten tons of lemons, which possibly could be a cause of my teeth not always being the best growing up. But that's beside the point because it tastes amazing. Okay. Anyways, let's move on. Earbuds and headphones in the store. Now again, I used to see people doing this and I didn't think negatively towards it at all. I'd be like, "Oh, that's interesting." But recently I've been loving it. I've been loving wearing my AirPods or my headphones in stores or in public because it like creates my little atmosphere. Oh, am I feeling a little disco-y? Okay, let me listen to some disco music. Sad? Perfect, there's sad music out there. Upbeat and joyful? Okay, let's put the music on. Or what if I'm feeling the need to be entertained? Let me put on a little funny podcast. Or what's the word? Not um taught. What if I want to learn something? Okay, informational podcast. Just some noise podcast. Literally so many opportunities and options for me to be doing that. And on top of that, what if my social battery's out and I don't want to talk to people? Is it common for me to talk to people in public? No. But is there a chance? Absolutely. And other than when I'm speaking to the cashiers and stuff, obviously, I don't really have the need to talk to anybody else. Headphones. Perfect. Perfect, guys. It's perfect. Okay, moving on. Wearing a hood in public. Yeah. Believe it or not, even though it feels like it, wearing a hood in public is not illegal. And I recently started doing this. I think the first time I did it was like months ago. Recently I started doing it more, and it's amazing. I love wearing my hood in public. Bad hair day, hood. Not feeling sociable, hood. Wanting to be comfy, hood. Dare I say more? Hood in public. Next, rewatching old episodes of Grey's Anatomy. I've already watched all of Grey's Anatomy, beginning to end, all I think 21 seasons, and I love it, every second of it. Except for those few episodes where they tried to get more modern with it and were like making TikToks and talking about COVID. Listen, I'm watching a TV show. I don't want it to be my reality. You know what I mean? I didn't need all that. Still enjoyed it, still loved it. And then I took a break from it because I finished and I like wasn't I finished Nothing Else to Watch, and I had been watching it so much that I was honestly a little burnt out because I had been on a Grey's Anatomy grind, constantly watching it, and it was amazing. But it did burn me out a little bit until recently when I logged back on and watched them, like a few most recent episodes to catch myself up, and then I went back to my favorite episodes. Dare I say, when George dies? Dare I say, when Derek dies? What about when Owen enters the scene? Plane crash. Which one? I'm talking about the plane crash with the people when, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting their names. Um Mark Sloan and, oh my goodness, what's her name? Meredith's sister. Yeah, watched that one too. Today, I watched the one where George dies, and then when they find out it's George, and the gasp that Meredith makes, like the George, it's George, gets me every time. I was laying in bed and a tear rolled down my face. It just, same with the Derek episode. I'm gonna watch that one pretty soon again. I know I'm gonna cry, but I just have to watch it. There's something about watching episodes that are so emotionally deep. Because when you get so involved in a show, it's like I'm a family member of this person. I know this person. And I'm attached. And then they're just ripped away with no explanation. It's like real life. But thankfully, not real life. Phew. Next, Pinterest. I am a Pinterest girl, and I'm proud to say it. When TikTok was banned for those few couple hours, I was not distraught because my true love and joy, Pinterest, was there for me. I love saving ideas. There's so many ideas on Pinterest. Outfits, yes. Food, yes. Music, yes. Art, yes. Journal prompts, yes. Dare I name more? Oh my goodness, like there are so many things on Pinterest that just fill a gap in my heart. But on a real note, like I get some really good outfit ideas from Pinterest, some really good art ideas from Pinterest, concepts, good quotes. So many good things on Pinterest. I love making Pinterest boards. I think right now I I have a lot of Pinterest boards. Not all of them are public though, so I don't know how many I actually have. But I have some outfit ones. Well, one outfit one with different little categories, of course. Food, I get great recipes from there. And when Lemon 8 came out, you guys know Lemon 8, it was like basically Pinterest for TikTok. Not the same. I did download it and I do still have it. I do say that that is pretty good for recipes. Lemonade is pretty good for recipes. But other than that, I don't like it and I rarely go on it. Cannot beat Pinterest. Um but it is really good for recipes because people will do like slides of like step by step making their recipe, and that makes it really easy to learn new recipes. Let's move on to my two everyday rings, okay? If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see that I'm wearing a ring on this hand and a ring on this hand. I wear these two rings every day, got them recently, and I whenever I don't wear them or if I forget to put them on, I feel naked. And I love these rings. They're both from my mom. This one my mom bought for me. The one on my pinky was like an old wedding band from my dad and like gave it to me. So I love that. And being that I live like 2 hours from my mom, not the farthest, but it does make me feel like she's with me all the time. Hi, mom, if you're watching. Yeah. But no, for real, I love my rings. I wear these two rings every single day. Since the day she gave them to me, I have not taken them off because I love them so much. And now they're like one of my staples. And I love gold. Gold, I'm a gold girl. But I also do mix my metals. I'll okay. I will wear silver and gold together. But there's a very slim chance you'll ever see me wearing only silver. And when I mix silver and gold, it's probably because I liked a bracelet and it was in silver, so I'm gonna mix the silver in with my gold. I normally if I see a silver necklace, I'm not gonna get it. But some people look great with silver. I'm a gold girl. Let's move on. Hmm. Okay, this is number 7. We're doing 10. So number 7, discovering new music. Like throughout my life, I had never been amazing at curating playlists. And instead, I would just listen to whatever my friends listened to. I would listen to playlists they made, listen to playlists I found online. Recently, I've been making my own playlists. My one exception for this is the music that I sometimes sleep to because it's like theta sound waves, and like I'm not going to curate specific sound wave. Like it's a playlist and I like that playlist. But I've been making playlists, and I found something helpful was finding two really good songs that I like, putting them in that playlist, hitting play, letting them play through, and then listening to the auto songs that play based off of those songs and adding the ones that I like. And I just do that pattern over and over again. I do sometimes find songs in stores, click my little Shazam button. I'll hear some song playing somewhere, Shazam button, online, look up the song. Perfect. And it's just amazing. Two of my most favorite songs that I have on replay right now. First one, Crying in the Chapel by Elvis Presley. Very good, kind of sad, but I've really been enjoying this type of music recently. And the second one is going to be Promise by Leve, spelled Laffy. So if you guys know Laffy, that's what it looks like, but it's pronounced Leve. And love her music. So many good songs of hers are in my playlists. And I really love her music. I love singing her music. I love the some of the messages behind her music. Beautiful artist. Anyways, now I curate my own music. No, not my own music. My own playlists. And it's lovely. Gives me something to do. Am I bored and I'm tired of scrolling? Let me make a playlist. Or let me add to a pre-existing playlist that I've already been curating. Next! Going on walks outside. I have urges to go on walks at night, and I refrain myself from doing so for safety purposes. Because every time I find myself wanting to go on a walk at 3 a.m. when I can't sleep, I then have an overwhelming feeling that I'm going to be attacked and killed. Real fear really happens, so it's valid. And because of that, I do not go on nighttime walks unless I'm with a buddy or my boyfriend. No nighttime walks for me. Maybe if I have a big scary dog one day. And don't get me wrong, I could maybe protect myself, but realistically, a man is probably going to be able to overpower me, or even an extremely strong woman. And I'm just not here to be overpowered by someone, some stranger who has bad intentions with me. So, no nighttime walks. But daytime walks are nice. Been wearing my headphones, going on walks. Very decompressing and calming. It's nice. There's a nice breeze, maybe near sunset time, so I'm not blinded by the light in my eyes, but I'm still in some daylight. I love it. I don't go on morning walks because on days that I don't work, I'm not waking up early. And on days that I do work, I'm going to work. I'm not waking up earlier to go on a walk. So, midday/evening walks. Very calming, very relaxing. Again, with the podcasts or music playing in my headphones or earbuds. Beautiful way to spend my evening. And sometimes I'll do long walks, sometimes I'll do short walks, but I really it's not even about getting the steps in because I don't really care about how many steps I get in. Now, I don't want to be a bum and not get any steps in, but I'm not counting my steps right now. And just taking a nice, relaxing walk is amazing. And treadmills are not the same. I'm not a fan of treadmills. If I'm going on a run, I want to do it outside. If I'm going on a walk, I want to do it outside. No treadmills for me. Next, number 9, documentaries and podcasts. I love documentaries and podcasts. I will watch short documentaries on YouTube, but I really like Netflix crime documentaries. Like, two of my most favorite, not most favorite, not most favorite. I don't think I have any favorite crime documentaries at this moment. Two of the recent ones that I've listened to that were good were This is the Zodiac Speaking. It's about the Zodiac killer, the serial killer. And then the other one was The American Murder, Gabby Petito. I don't know if I'm saying that last name right, but I think I am. And that one's about the couple who like went on a road trip and the guy ended up murdering the wife. I mean the girlfriend. Big case, and it brought a lot of justice to missing people's cases. Um, yeah, I recommend both of those. They were amazing, and I thought they were very informative. Podcasts. I love podcasts. I think they're wonderful. I listen to many. Two of my top favorite, bro, I can't talk today. Two of my most favorite podcasts of recently. Emma Chamberlain's Anything Goes podcast. I love her. If you know me, I love her. I love her podcasts. I love her vibe. I love her YouTube videos. I could go on, but I won't. Emma Chamberlain is an inspiration, and she seems like an amazing person, and I love her for that. Next, I Survived. So these I this all manifested from when I was younger, and I had the I Survived books. Does anyone remember those books? There was like an I survived hurricane something. I survived a shark attack. I survived this. I used to read those books and I ate them up. I love those books. And then there was the show I Survived. Love that show. And then I found the podcast. And was I just not enlightened. I was just elated, I think. Filled with joy is what I'm getting at. Filled with joy over finding this podcast. I love listening to the tales of survivors of horrible situations because not only is it just like inspiring to hear people speak about experiences they've gone through and like how it changed them, but it's also insightful, guys. You can get some good information from that. It's like, oh, I was being kidnapped and I did this, or I was being attacked by a bear and I did this. So now, if I'm ever in that scenario, I won't be going into it as blindly as I would have if I never listened to any of these millions of documentaries or podcasts. But those two podcasts I really recommend. And I'm thinking about watching two more. Well, I want to watch more documentaries, but two that I've been looking into, thinking about watching. I I don't even think I can say looking into, more of just I saw and I was like, well, that'd be interesting. Is The Social Dilemma. I'm again, I haven't watched these or read much into them. I'm just gonna watch them blindly. That one seems to be about like how social media and marketing and like big people um are like controlling or affecting our minds. And then the second one is the hatchet wielding killer. I mean, the hatchet wielding hitchhiker. So that sounds interesting. I think I can get a vibe from the name that it's going to be a crime based documentary. So I'm excited to watch that one because I love crime documentaries, guys. 10, my last thing, which honestly ties in all of these things. Finding me things. And by that, I mean like finding my things. So, like my music, my style, my hobbies, stuff like that. Um, because sometimes I go through these like times in my life where I feel like I don't have something that's me. It's like, you know, when you can look at someone and or you know somebody, not look at someone, you know somebody and you're like, oh yeah, that's her thing. Like she does that. That's really, and it's like recently I've been trying to curate my thing. So like I could say boxing is one of my things. I really enjoy it. I do it twice a week. Very fun. Art. I love making art. Super fun. Journaling. Same thing. And things like that, or certain music. Oh yeah, my like that's my kind of music, just things that are I can feel not a purpose in, but I can feel what am I trying to say? Kind of like I can feel help. I don't know. I think you guys can get what I'm saying with that. But I'm gonna end it here. I don't have anything else to talk about. Those are my top 10 recent obsessions. I hope you enjoyed listening. I hope maybe you have been inspired to maybe try something on this list, whether it be one of the documents or adding a whole entire lemon to your water, or I don't know, some of those things weren't very inspiring. But yeah, remember you can find my podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, all under at Grace Yourself Podcast. And I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for joining me, and bye.